Hollans here. He's the one that, do our audit for 24, 25, or 2 years. Now, Councilmember, you already know what we was against, about trying to figure out what that $1.some million about. So now, if there any question, please ask Mr. Hollans before he leaves, so we'll understand a little more about, what we can start passing these, reports. At this time, I will ask Mr. Hollans to come up.
Good evening, everyone. Okay.
Would you like to come to the front?
Okay. Right here.
That's all right.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. The idea I presented a contract to your mayor, and the idea, he was very respectful and wanting to change the rate, and we were hopefully going to meet each other halfway. So that's very fruitful in the rate, the cash rate that it was versus the new rate that we normally receive. And again, he was very fruitful in being able to convince me to half the amount, and be honored to do that. So I sure will. So that's concerning the 2023, 2024 and 25 audit. We would like to do like 4 years of audits, the 24, 25, 26, and 27, when they're available, of course. So anyway, I'll be glad to send you another contract with that change. Now, the second issue that you've got is this information on financial statements. The contactor really gave a letter to Mr. Ford to make adjustments. And again, I apologize for apparently not following up on it. This large dollar figure, $1.3 million, what you normally do is have accumulated depreciation. And the infrastructure, if it's dated back in 2015, it usually lasts about 10 years. So this figure should be eliminated. Now, it will show it for the historical reasons of trying to match up with your insurance policy. But underneath the storage building of $4,330, we will have the grand total of accumulated depreciation. So that will pretty much eliminate this large figure of $1.3 million. And I did not realize he did not follow through, and honestly, I did not follow through to check with him. That was taken care of. Anyway, we don't want to cause any problems about it. It can be reduced significantly. So all you want to do is just show in the books what's current of the assets. So your fixed assets, that figure will go down dramatically. And if it takes between me and the mayor and Mr. Ford, for all three of us to get together, we will do that.
Well, at one time, I remember that someone said something about the trail park review.
Yes.
It had something to do with that. Did that have anything to do with this?
That possibly, we mainly compare the issue.
I mean, we don't have anything to do with the trail park now.
Yeah.
At one time, I think we did.
That's fine. We'll get to the root of the problem once we start the new audit, and we'll eliminate things as needed, have an open discussion about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get it reduced.
Okay. So you're going to send us a letter, and also Mr. Ford, based
Right.
on this here problem.
That's right. During the audit process, we will do that.
Okay.
Do you know when that was going?
As soon as the contract is signed. So it takes, got about a two or three week backlog, but, fairly soon. So,
Okay, well, I understand. At one time, we're paying like $11,000 per year. So now I talked with him, and I understand the prices is different from that. So at one time, we wanted a lot more, but he reduced it down to what, 16?
Yes.
16,000.
yeah,
And I think that's good, because you can explain to why you're charging that 60.
right.
I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it takes about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of verification that has to happen. Payroll has to be checked, any kind of debt amount that has to be checked. So, as well as the expense testing, about 80 different samples have to be looked at.
I appreciate that, you reduced it, because at one time we wanted 24,000 for each year. I talked with him, and I pricing those out, we do that. It's a small town, we've got very little money, and I appreciate that.
Sure.
And I would like the council members to have a question, if you have anything to say, so we'll have a better understanding too. If you have any question, they did a good job in explaining what it was about. So, any question from the council members?
But we'll bring forth the adjustments and see if you all agree just as well. So that's very helpful.
Okay. No question, I appreciate you coming.
Sure, thank you.
And I'll, get a contract to me, and we'll look over it, and, after that's signed, and you said within about a week or 2 weeks, you'll have it ready.
Yes, sir, I'll send it out next week.
Okay, that sounds good,
Yes,
I appreciate it.
thank y'all.
We gotta let all the ones that have something to say, do that, so we can still, we're not going to approve or pass anything tonight. But I'd like to do it when the council, when the clerk here, in the right way. This time, I would like for Mr. Mall to come up and let the people know who you are.
How y'all doing? I'm Darren Mall, and I'm with Online Got Dealership.
Remember, it's 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I want to, thank Maribel for allowing us to come and speak, and I want, and all y'all, honored guests and everybody. Well, what I'm coming to speak on is about our company, Online Got Dealership. They did a spotlight on our business in Montgomery, because what we created is a way that you come in, you download our app, when you get ready to purchase cars, we got other stuff now, like real estate and everything. But we make it so we bring the community together where all of us can work together with our businesses and everything. And what we do is, our overhead is the consumer. We make sure we do pop-up. We got a gas bill that's coming up on Ann Street where we gonna do 5 drawings, $30, but we gonna give $150 in gas. So I want y'all to go in, support us, download the app, because what we're doing, we put something together so all of us win. When you go somewhere and you buy something, people always want your money. But how about giving something back, putting perks and different things? When you go to a restaurant, we got a bunch of restaurants, we got entertainment and everything. And we've been selected to go on Shark Tank. We're trying to see what season they were gonna put us on. Next thing, they did a spotlight on our business in Montgomery. And what we want to do is, cause y'all know, I'm from Lowndes County as well. I want to put that out there. But I'm thankful to be able to come back and bring something positive, something that can help the community. Cause everybody's looking out for themselves, but they never look in giving back, ways that we can help each other. So this is something that I'm putting out. I would love for y'all support. And we got municipalities. I already got the city of Tuskegee, and I'm about to start adding all different municipalities too. So when you go somewhere, people know that you're part of what we're doing. And when they come in here to help us enhance businesses and everything, and like business in Mosses, I'm gonna be going around, I'm gonna get them added as well, so we can start putting together a community event. And I got a QR code, we got AI on our site already, so you can be able to find out who's with us, what's going on, and we do pop-up at different times. Now, I'm hoping I'm within in your time of what you said. If there any questions, y'all feel free to ask.
No question. Well, they have your, printout about, what you're doing, and, if you need that phone number, I'm sure they will give it to you.
Okay, and yeah, I got a form, and I'm gonna send it around because I don't think nobody put their phone number on there. But please let me get your phone number and stuff, because I want to be in contact and we communicate with each other, because hey, y'all maybe give me even more ideas to help enhance what we're doing. And when you have an event in Mosses, y'all call on us, because even the event that I'm about to do here coming up on the 28th, Channel 12 said they're gonna try to make it, so I hope they come out, because we just pushing everything out to let people know what we coming up with.
Oh, okay.
So I will get the form, and I'm gonna send it back out, because I know the people put their name and not their phone number.
Well, while we're doing that, know your minutes up,
Okay.
then pass around if they want you to have.
Okay, and I thank y'all once again for allowing me, and I pray everybody have a good evening.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next, on the, Miss,
You don't know my name?
Lee, I'm sorry. Go on.
Huh?
Yeah, come on.
Next person on the list
Yeah,
is
yeah.
is
You're the
me.
next- You're the next person.
Oh,
We wanna get all this off, and then, you know, we, have our business.
I ain't heard nothing you said, you just want to do that whole thing. But good evening, everyone. You all know me, I am Marquita Scott. Today I came here and got on the agenda because I posed some questions to the town of Mosses a couple months ago, and I was told they would be answered in the next meeting, and the next meeting came and they were not. So I just want to say to the council, this is not a mayor-run-only town. You all are a municipality of council and mayor. So he is not the only one responsible for answering the questions of the people in the community when we ask them. He's not the only one that can answer them. Y'all can answer the questions as well. So to let him ignore us, and you follow behind him to ignore us, is saying that you are doing the same thing. So we cannot point fingers at him for everything when he is not to be doing this alone. He is to be doing it with you. And if you don't do your job, we can't talk about him not doing his.
Okay, thank you. You can just keep doing what you're doing and pass around while we're having our meeting. Again, I would say, what we're doing tonight, we're not gonna vote on anything, we're not going to approve it. We're going, because our clerk's not here, so we're gonna go on with the work, but we're gonna just let the people know what's going on. Okay. Now, we heard about the finance report. He will send us a letter, and that letter gonna state just what he's gonna do. We're gonna pay him like $16,000 per year. So that means he's got 2 years, and, this is something that has to go to the state. And, but the guy came down, the lady called, someone came down, she called and said that the audit has to be done. Now, I put no pressure on her, but something got to be done. And, but right now, I feel that we know about what's going on. The rumor was out, talking about the trailer park has some, you know, sometimes people talk, but they don't know what they're talking about, so you gotta have proof or something on paper to show it. And that guy there been doing the audits for years, and then when he put something on paper, that's what we're gonna go by, but I don't know anything about it, I was not even here during that time. But it's gonna make a difference, when he put something in writing, and present it up to us, and we're gonna know just what's going on. Question about the finance report. If you have the finance report here, all I would like you to do is take it home and look over it. What's on that finance report, the balance sheet here, state on what's been spent for coming in, and, keeping up with whatever we do. Now, back in the days, like I said, we don't know what happened. But, the audit, he would tell us a lot more about what's going on with that $1.7 million. Let's take a look at this here, hold on to this here, and our next meeting, we're gonna make sure that we pass this along with the next meeting that we have. And of course, relate to that. Now, read and adopt off the minutes, you have the minutes, so just read over it, we're not gonna pass it, just read over it, and we're gonna make sure we add that the next time. Approve it. So just hold on to all of that until the next meeting. Okay. So you gonna get that, you can all ask them now. Okay. I want him to have your number. Huh? Okay. Okay, now, no question about that. So we're gonna go into new business, old business. We have the chief here. I asked him to come up and tell a little bit about the program.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Update with the ORI. I got an email on Monday from Investigator Smoke. She missed the email reply that I gave to her this past Monday in reference to the fingerprints, which were done at the same time. So she's going to SBI and get a copy of my prints. And so she said within the week, the ORI is going to shoot me up because everything is there. I don't think I told the council, I may have told y'all, but there's a 3-week program online that I got to attend, something new that they installed, so as soon as that ORI is up, I can enter that class online. It's at your own pace, but it's live for 3 weeks, so I'm gonna finish in a couple of days, so as soon as I get that done, definitely by the next council meeting, we'll be up. Any questions?
Did you get that interagency agreement signed by Chief West?
Share it with?
Yes.
No, ma'am. You didn't say that.
Okay, cause if you don't sign that agreement, then you can't be our chief.
That's not so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. I look around, since, add a little more to that. I look around in this Malta community. We need our police department open right now. I was out a few days ago, outside the road, doing some work with the children on the 4-wheelers. They driving by just like they don't know what those things would do. And I know what they're doing. But now, I got with the parents, some of the parents, and there's no time. You didn't see them riding up and down the road anymore after that. So it's take all of us, along with the sheriff, the police, the sheriff department, all of us, together, so we can save somebody's life. It's time now to get real now. It's time now. You know, the children is what we're concerned about more than anybody. But older people, I'm concerned about them, don't get me wrong. But they're gonna have to learn the hard way. If they're doing anything wrong, our children, we got to all work together with them. Please. Chief Stark, go to him and just say, look, I know what's going on. And we're gonna help. We're gonna make things better in this community. And that's along with it, just enough for that. And just all of be concerned. Okay, I'll put this back on our agenda. Mayor, and the council members are all concerned about the citizens of Moses. Let's please start going to their meetings and show your concern. Okay, county commission, go there and just sit. And just see what's going on. You can't go there and tell them you got to take over now. There's no sense you think you're going to do that. But you can learn and be on the agenda and help with our community, because they're the head body. They really owe the sheriff department, they owe everybody for its accounting. And if we all can be concerned, I guarantee you, we all work together and we'll make the little town one of the best in the whole community. Because at the end of the day, you read the paper, you see what's going on. At the end of the day, I guarantee something here will be stopped. If we all just figure out how to help each other do what's right more than what's wrong. I tell people, nobody's perfect but God. You might as well just forget about coming to perfect. But you can do the best that you can, and if you make a mistake, correct that within so many days or so many times. And then just all work together. Just stop being mean and mad and help. But these children is head peoples now. And I noticed when I was a little young guy, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget. My mother will tell my tale, look, a little young man right there, he'll tell you a little bit. He told butts up there with me.
Yeah.
It was in the 5th grade down Whitehall, I'll never forget that. And now, the good thing about it, if they go home and tell mama will tell their brother too. So that's why you can see they're so very intelligent when if you see them. And you see the ones that have not been all the way, like parents and teachers and all work together, you can see a difference in there. But we all work together, that's what we're gonna take in this community. And now again, we just gotta put God in everything that we do. I don't care if it's night or day, somebody see you, night or day. So you gotta be, and just put God, I'm telling you, it's a mess out here now. But go by the county commissioner, and now I know that it's a lot of work, know that. You know, but just sit in there, but I learned a lot from that, and especially Pioneer Electric. People come by here and say the light bill's so high, but they'll never go down to the meetings or either avoid the paying or write a letter to Pioneer. saying my light bill is too high. Think about nobody but yourself when you're writing a letter. You know, don't say you're talking about the whole community that you got, unless you around those people and they give you okay to do that. But talk for your own self. And, now the fire department, same thing. Go to the community meetings and see what's going on. The modern water system, have people came by and complain about the water bill so high, but go to their meetings and be very intelligent and go as, you know, God said. I guarantee you may get an answer. But you're going with your mouth all stuck out and cursing, it ain't gonna work. All you're doing is getting ready for school and Trish West and all of them, put you in jail. Pay a fine, because you're out of order. So all this stuff here gotta be stopped. Another thing, visit other town halls. I'll visit down in Benton, where the white people are. The man told me this here, that they have meetings every 3 months. Every 3 months. I bet nobody said, now you let us have a meeting, said not have a meeting. It'd be all up there in Montgomery. And Bell didn't have no meeting last night. We gotta see about that. But what I'm saying is that, as long as we take care of business, those people that take care of business, and Lounsboro too, the same way. But go to the meetings and see for your own self what's going on. Ask questions. But we're somebody now. You might as well just understand that. Don't ever let nobody say you're not somebody. You're special. And those people, you know, they take care of business. I'm listening at that man. I'm just listening at him. So we're gonna have just every 3 months. I bet that paperwork up to date. If they not up there, I bet nobody know nothing to go right down and go tell the FD or somebody. So we gotta be where we all work together and try to make things good. Like, you go around these places, you're gonna learn something. I learned a lot by listening, going to places and see what's going on. Now, that's so much for that. The next one. Any business that relates to the town must come through the mayor's office for approval. Now, I'm not gonna put this on there no more, because that's 2 different times. I think everybody should know that now. Now, the next one, the state will be coming out soon to discuss a grant for the business, for the building that we talked about doing on the park there, the restaurant. Now, this guy came out and, this is his name. I'll give you this name, but I don't mind you calling him. It may help. He said coming out next week, and I'm gonna let you know 2 days or 3 days ahead when y'all can have an idea of what we can put out there with this grant pass. But it's been, there's some more things that I tell you about. The statement that came out, and you got to correct that. This man's name, you want to write his name down, and you can call him. So we'll come, somebody else, we want to call him. Talk about this here, we're trying to get a grant, and that make him maybe do something more quicker. Everybody show concern, because our park, that's been out there for years, and now things are upgraded, and we need some more equipment, stuff like that. But this man's name is Mr. Boswell, B-O-S-W-L-L. First name Kenny, K-N-N-E-T-H, I think that's there. Boswell, Kenny Boswell. The phone number, 334, this is a state number. I don't mind giving you this number. I don't think you'll say anything about that. I would like you all to call to be concerned. The children need to call in and get it. The playground is better for the young, the older, not the old people, but the young children. And all those children, with the parents coming out to be with them. And, the ones out there now, we got a lot of work we gotta do right now within 45 days. That ground is real hard and the children slide down. Guys said we gotta put sand and some of that, what you call it, mousse or must? That plastic stuff, they're gonna cost a lot of money. That's something gotta be done from the State Department. We gotta do that right away. So then y'all know that it's gonna cost a lot of money to get there, but I thought about sand could be one part of it. Sand, load of sand, or 2 loads of sand, all that stuff got to be about that deep in there. And the children slide down and they hit the hard dirt, they could break a leg. And they they're concerned about that, and I am too.
Put anything, put sand, put no mulch.
Don't put none.
I'm gonna put sand, don't put mulch, cause
Oh, just
some
put
children
sand?
some of them could be allergic to that stuff
I
that's
got
inside
you.
that mulch.
I need to talk
So
to
you
you, sure,
put
right?
sand.
could be allergic. Let me hear that. That's one good thing. It always take all of us to know, but like I said, I never thought about that, it could be allergic to that. Okay, appreciate y'all coming.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Okay. Okay, the number is 334, and please call, because he's a real nice guy. I don't know, has anybody ever met him before? Council members. 334-242-5090. And they're coming out, and you can find out what day they're coming out, so you can make arrangements, somebody, to be here. And I'll tell you, the job comes first, so you find out a day that you can be here. When you call it, let them know what day you may be able to be off. Well, I know this job, you can't take all that, like you want to now. Okay, and of course, relate to that. Again, I'm glad you brought that up about the sand. Anybody else seen a playground with sand out there before, in the playground? I know we had that quite hard on the time, that's why I thought about that. So that's something that I buy from the state. He came out and, just the paper he left with, let's see what it is. Right here. You can take a look at it. Pass around, let's take a look at it, and this, took pictures of it in this video. Watch, y'all pass that out. We always get this, money every year. Huh? Oh, you got that, okay. If you wanna read it, that's it right there. This is what it has said, a lot of stuff on here that we had to do, that's it right there. And there's another hole out there, a drain hole, and we got somebody come to look at that, he said that got to be fixed. Okay, I know that, at some point that, we always get to hear money here, we get $8,564.40 from the state of Alabama. That's what they're proving in the building here. So, I remember one of the council members at one time, we all said that we wanted to get a new stove, some things in there, been there for many years. So now we have enough money to get that. 8,000 plus or more money was already in that account. So now, how many want to see that stove and get a refrigerator or whatever we need in there? Somebody said a sink too, didn't you say a sink? One time we need that? Okay, we need that. Now, I want to hear from the council member say okay on that, say no, we don't need it, or whatever we may want to say. We need it. Yeah, we got.
And we'll take it in minutes.
I want to hear the board.
We've been taking the minutes in this meeting.
No, we ain't voting on this, we ain't voting on nothing, we just talking about it now. Just talking about it, that's all, and next meeting we have, we'll go through this right quick.
That's already was discussed prior to October, I think, November. That was just before 2026. It was already discussed about the improvements for the kitchen.
Okay.
And then you already presented to everyone on the recommendations from, beforehand, and now you get it in, so we already made that decision.
Okay, that's all right, okay. Well, we're gonna get that, we're gonna talk about it and get that soon, and try to get it right on, because he knows about that. Get him to come and look at it. Got money for that. And next thing, what's his name is, Leon Howard. He always paint that yellow part out there, and I talk with him, and go and get that done, make it look good. And on the top of the building here, that wood need painted, because it's gonna rot. The building got to be here for now, and some places here got to be fixed. You know, this don't look good in here, all this need to be replaced again. But now $8,000 is not a whole lot of money. It's just gonna do what we can do, is keep some money in our account. We're not gonna get broke, but when I get some of the things that really need it. The bathroom, we had already done something with those. They just can fix something there. So now, if there's anything else on our next meeting, you just find out what can we do. We can use that money. Every year we get that money. We have to use it as much as we can. So that of course relates to that. Again, the same work here, that work we need to vote on and have it on in our, next, meeting. Okay, the next one, state will be coming out soon, we got that one. Now, the guy Wade, he came out and, inspected the park, and that's the one said something within 45 days, it's on our, he's gonna come back, and hopefully have all that complete, ready by then, so I know about 3 weeks or 4 weeks already passed. So we'll get that done sometime soon. Okay, very concerning, I want everybody to pay attention to this one. Citizens doing something that they should be done on the state and federal ground. It will be stopped. Now, I'm an investigator, so what I'm saying about that, I watch stuff. I see things out on the ground that should not be out there. This place is not for that. This place is not for all those old people, all those children, not for sex to be around here, if that's going on. Have not seen it. It's not for drinking. It's not for none of that. We have the state man come in and close the door. If someone get hurt or get killed, that's when the door gonna open up for trouble. So now, I don't care who knows this here, we cannot come in this building and drink. There's a Nana place down there, and there are other places you can go and take your drink. There's a place in Haver for people who want to have a party and drink. Now, it got it out of hand now. There was a party or two going on, and I saw some of it myself, where people, and I saw when I had to go pick up bottles and all kind of paper and bill bottles and all things like that. Don't make nothing out of this. Just tell people in a nice way what I said. That this place is not for that. I'm trying to do what's right. And I'm trying to help people as much as I know how. There's gonna be trouble, and I can see it coming. When you got 100, 200, 300, or 400 people, you got the guns on the side. They're already mad before they even come here, and all somebody gotta do is make them mad, and they're gonna pop them. And now who's in trouble? Our town. And people talking now. Don't forget me to let y'all know. People, older people, young people calling me, talking about it, and we got to stop that.
Mayor,
Yeah.
when y'all who rent the building out? Don't Laura rent the building out?
Huh?
Don't the clerk rent the building out?
Well, we do. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all don't have a conversation with the people?
No, this is the first time I'm putting this on my agenda. I'm gonna let them know. I have letting some of them already know. I mean, by calling and saying that they wanna rent the place. And I'm telling them they can't not drink and do things they
In
doing.
the future, they need to have a contract, a list of things that they don't need to be doing here.
We got that on there. We got that on there. They ignored that. By the way, them signs out there, put it out there where they can see it. And this is Stacy, this is not ours. If it's your own private thing, you can do what you want to do. But this is state. All this money that we have here comes from the state. Nobody, the store up here, I think we get $200 or $300 every so often. And all this other money comes from the state. And now, that should let us know that we gotta do what's right, or they'll shut it off, cut it off. They'll cut it off, and we have to close the door. Then now, the state, the USDA, not USDA, all that state, we got money for that sometime at one time. But the main thing what I'm trying to say, we've gotta stop that kind of stuff. People from everywhere come down here. And I want to just see how it's gonna work and see, and because people say they're lonely or they don't have anything to do, but they're using the place for the wrong thing. And now it makes me look bad, because they're telling me. It's like they're not telling me. They're telling me, and people that be out here, and they know what I'm talking about. Because I see the models myself, but I don't have anything against people drinking. That's something they want to do. I was up one night at 11 o'clock, trying to get somebody out of jail for DUI in Montgomery, somebody I knew. But now, we don't want this trouble on this counter here. I call this a counter. This is real serious. We We gotta take this more serious than anything. Because these people giving up money to keep these lights on, everything. And once we mess up, if somebody get hurt out here, that's when we done messed up. Now, all over the world. Every time somebody get hurt or killed up there, it's all over there. Harold Bell should have been there. He should have been there. So I'm concerned about this place. And what it been all over here, they didn't play that. They didn't play that. But I tried to seek it out, help people, but now some things can't help. But this thing good for the children. And parents can come and bring their children and sit with them. And we're gonna make it look good. We're gonna make it keep looking good. After these 4 years, I'm telling you that God, don't know what God got in store. But somebody needs to get ready now for the 4 years, after these 4 years, to be the mayor or council member. Start now. Start now showing that this is something you wanna do. It's not an easy job. Don't just think you can just come in here and do what you want to do and not get hurt about it. See what's going on in Fort Deposit. Yeah, they're gonna give us money. They're gonna give us a lot of money. One thing, if somebody get hurt or killed out here, that's what I'm talking about. That's when trouble. And the devil is more busy than anything there is. So much for that. And like I say, I'll probably on Facebook saying that I said don't do that, but say just what I said, that this is a state building, federal building, and it's not for drinking and doing whatever wrong. Them boys out there playing now. And now that's good. But now here come the men with the guns on, and then some little child get hurt, and now here come trouble. Trouble. And this is right around the corner in places. And everywhere you look in Montgomery, if you look other places, how people are getting hurt. So just take this real serious and help me with that. I want y'all to know. Because, and then talk to the people. Let them know that we can't do that here. Come here with a reunion. And now, you never had that before, but they come in here with some Kool-Aid or whatever and say enjoy themselves. I can see that. And I have called different places letting them know that we're not gonna have that. So don't get a fine or either go to jail for something you don't have to go, because that's all the places you can go. Clubs out here somewhere, you can go to these places. And that's what they for. But here is a place for business, for the children to come and garden bills, you ain't gonna have none of that mess up there. Now why people don't go and ask them? You ain't gonna be scared to ask them. Come out there and put paper on the ground, we got to pick it up. And leave the bill bottles out there, we got to go pick them up. So this all that work together and stop throwing rocks and all this mess. So anything relates to that, what I'm saying, y'all just give me a good answer. If you want that to happen, or you don't want that to happen.
So you gonna stop bringing the park out?
No, I didn't say that. I'm talking about these people that come and done wrongdoing. Now, everybody know what I'm talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about. I'll put it this way. There was a game going on, they told me. Now one guy in the project said he made $900. He made $900. How did I make $900?
How you gonna control that? You gonna be out here patrolling?
Well, that's what the sheriff got me for. I'm just gonna put the rules out there. I can't be out there. I'm not a cop. They gonna get caught anyway. When you do wrong, you get caught. I mean, I'm for real now. I'm for real. I'm not playing.
But sometimes, Harry, it's hard to go up and approach somebody and say something to them. We don't know what mindset they in. They might take it the wrong way. And me personally, I'm not gonna put my life in jeopardy going out there saying that some wrong folks and I know they got guns on their side and just going out there. But you can't be out here. That's why we need to do what we need to do.
Let me break it down.
For myself, I'm not gonna do it.
Let me put it down where you can understand what I'm saying. It's not your job to do that. Please don't do it. It's not my job unless I feel like I need to do it. Because you get blown away, like you said. I didn't say it in that way. I said I'm gonna put posters out here saying no drinking. No drinking on this campus.
Yeah, but you also
you got somebody still
that we could go and tell them that this is
no, but I'll take that back. Don't you tell them. Don't you tell them nothing.
Okay.
Cause this is a public meeting. Everybody, if anybody in here, they hear it. Now, if you got the boss or somebody that you know that can say, y'all don't drink. One day we leave here now, people all over got nobody what I'm saying. And it's just right, if you driving and drunk, they gonna put you in jail. And that's the same way here. We put the posters and put things out there, and they can do what they want to do. If they want to be hard-headed, let them be hard-headed. But as me being a mayor here, I'm not gonna allow them to say they're gonna drink on this campus. They can't drink out here.
I have a question,
Okay.
and this is a question.
Talk loud.
This is a question that you can hopefully answer. So the requirements when they're renting, since I've been a part, I haven't seen the requirements that you're talking about when you say no drink or whatnot. Those are the times that we need to sit down and revamp some requirements that when they rent out, if you have to pay a deposit, if you have to do certain things to rent this spot out, that if you find out that they had broke the requirements that was in the contract, that they would not get a deposit or certain things back. I don't know what it was like, I can't answer for anybody else, but I've been here since June, you've been here. I have not seen any documentations or contracts when dealing with rental. So I cannot correct some things that we never had addressed prior to. And even though these issues are coming, that's why we need to sit down and to see what are some things that we need to add and remove. Because if they're not going by the contract they're signing, and only people that's actually seeing the contract is you and the clerk, then how can we actually add to something when we don't see it? So now we need to add in that requirement that those work sessions that we keep asking, those are part of the work sessions, that if we see problems, we address them prior to the meetings. Cause a lot of times, we don't find out until the day of the meeting, okay? So anytime someone comes up, we support every decision that's been made when we are knowledgeable about those decisions. And just like the issue that you're bringing up now, we cannot be knowledgeable about it when it's just coming up now. So if those issues, like the event, that wasn't brought to the last meeting that this event is gonna take place on such and such. Sometimes you see it on Facebook, sometimes you hear it in the community, and some people not on Facebook. So when you pass through here, you see a crowd, so you don't know what's going on. Is it something that you all having? Is it something that the community is renting? So your council member, I can't say for all, but for one council member, I don't know about a lot of events, because it don't come through the email, it don't come through our meeting. So let's adjust some requirements,
Okay.
so we can make adjustments.
Okay, now the reason I brought this up, this 2-3 sign, we've been incorporated for a long time. There's a sign out there, I'm gonna walk out there and get it. This is something happened way before now, that's why I'm addressing these things now. Yeah, you don't know. I know. I've seen them out there. You've probably seen those signs out there. Have you seen those signs at Freedom? I'm gonna walk out there and get one of them.
That's a lot of times
This
that
thing
say no drinking, no
This thing here
alcohol.
is not just our first day, whatever. It's been incorporated for years. Like you say, you don't know, and I'm glad I brought this up. That's why I said this is our first step. Now, the reason I said these things too, the chief would know, we're gonna pass ordinance about this, they'll reopen it, it's already out there now. There's already, all the things already out there, about no drinking and whatnot. I don't think they printed these signs up and say, okay, it's false or nothing. I'm gonna walk in there and get one of those signs. Now, what I'm trying to do is get y'all to see these things. We're gonna get with the chief of police, we're gonna all get together, and see what we got. We gotta look at, listen, excuse me, we gotta listen at, I would say, 1 or 2 people, but we can call in people like, what if we here and say, okay, come to our meeting, when did y'all adopted that? Now, at some point, all this stuff's already in the making. We just gotta carry it out, and we got to know what's going on. Like you just said, when you don't know, the thing, we gotta address it. We gotta put it out there, but I'm gonna put signs out there, and they've been like this, it's not something new. I mean, this is not a place just open up.
We know
Okay.
that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Even though, I mean, you go out there and get a sign and bring us and show it to us.
I don't want
No, let me finish.
Okay.
That's not gonna mean anything, because if you, when I come out here and say, I wanna use the town hall, if there's nothing on that paper that tells me what I should or should not do, I'm not gonna acknowledge
It's
those
on that paper.
signs,
It's
and
on
they're
that
being
paper.
real. I'm
Listen
not
to me.
gonna acknowledge those, signs if, when I sign that contract, if my contract don't tell me that I got to do this, I got to do that, I'm gonna ignore those signs.
I promise you it's on there. When they sign it,
Okay, so.
when they sign it, like you say, you didn't know about those.
So when can we see a copy of that
Well,
contract?
you need to
So
come,
that way we know
I'll put it that
what's-
way, when someone else come down here and wanna rent this place,
You should already have that
Yes.
signed.
you should already have it.
That's the point of,
Should
a work
already
session.
have.
She held that, she held that, we
Yeah,
had to
but
come to
the
the
saying
office.
is, we shouldn't have to wait till, somebody sign for, if they have a party. What I'm saying is, if she already got that signed prior, we should, the next meeting, she should be able to show us the paper, and we should see
Okay.
what's all on there. It shouldn't have to wait till somebody
Well, what
sign.
we're trying to do
That
now,
way we know what's going on and what's not going on.
what we're trying to do now is let the people, know, it's not something just open, it's not something just started. It's not something just started, like you say, now, this is the only way I know that at some point, you will know a whole lot. You gotta come by. You gotta come by the office and see for your own self, and ask these questions, that's why I say you got, you gotta come and ask, I can't just stop you side the road and say, let's do this, let's do that. You gotta come by here and we have a meeting, like I say, we can have a meeting every day. It's still not gonna solve the problem, it's not gonna stop people from driving. The only thing I'm saying, that we're gonna put it so people can see it, because we gotta let the chief know and the sheriff know, that they cannot come out here and arrest somebody unless all this stuff in place. And all this is just a start, I'm letting you know what I have seen myself. Are y'all against that, and you want them to come in and drink?
The thing is, we've been I know I've been acting for a work session for ever since you've been there. If this is the second term.
Well, we're gonna have one.
These are some of the things, I've been hearing that too. This is one of the main subjects that we need to sit down and talk about, and we need to already have all this stuff already in place.
Let me tell you
That
this.
way,
Go on, I'm sorry, go on.
that way, we say, we been sitting here over an hour.
So we talk what's going on,
We
understand?
been sitting here over an hour. The only thing we supposed to come in is to vote on stuff and talk about what we need to do. We hadn't done none of it.
We talk about the children, don't wanna get hurt, you gotta put some stuff, that's the most important thing there is. We talk about these people out here drinking, that's one of the most important things. But now we're trying to say we didn't know anything about these things.
We didn't say that.
I said it.
You said
I
it, well,
said
you're
it.
speaking for you.
No, I said
Aye,
I,
that's good, that.
yes, not we, because we don't sit down.
But you don't know, but
and
you've not been
No,
there.
I said I, so I can't speak on the rest
Glad you
of
said
it.
it like that.
And then, so let me ask you a question. So if, say for example, if we have a meeting, we said, all the council members, you cannot come in drinking, right? Or whatnot. So how do I know if this water?
Look, lady,
Right.
look now, look.
They, no,
When I
for
say
example.
liquor, stuff like that, I'm talking about no water and stuff like that.
No, prime example, you said they got the signs. When people see the signs and no consequences into the contract, like a deposit, if you have them to run out and say, if I pick up, go out here and see bottles and whatnot, if you pay a deposit, you will not get your deposit back if it's in the contract. Or how do you really know when you don't have the security of the people to watch you? You coming after the fact, but you don't know what's going on in the prior to.
Right.
You can set all the
Yeah.
signs
Right now.
and you don't have no cameras, you don't have nothing. So
Yeah.
my thing is, when we start to explain something, we have to have examples, because everybody's mindset is not the mindset like your mindset. And so when I come back and say, when you say signs, it's a lot of times that it ran out, you said no drinking. But it's been plenty of times that people will come in here, you don't know what's in their cup. You may say no drinking, then because it's not an open container, you don't know what's in the cup. And there's a lot of people feel like they say they don't drink, but you don't know what's in their cup. So how can we say our citizens
Well, let me
and
tell
people
you this,
whole that they read these signs? We gotta have accountability in other ways, where you just have put up signs, cause everybody don't pay attention to signs, you see that, right? So when we talk
Everybody
about
can't
that,
read.
let's go back to the facts.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go over,
Uh-huh.
now, later.
Okay, let me tell you this, let me see how can I explain that a little bit better. A little bit better. My goal is to, and right now, I haven't seen nobody out here with a cup in their hand lately. I've seen a cup in their hand, but now they got a cup and got it in there. I wouldn't even wanna go in there, I wanna smell and see the liquor in there. Evidence stand for itself. You see a beer can in that person's hand. Now, they could have a beer can and water in there, but you know, that's impossible. If somebody come in here and drank and got it in a cup, I'm not gonna be stupid enough to go and ask you what's in that cup. I'm not gonna do it no way. The sheriff, they already trained for that stuff. But my goal is to put it out there, saying no drinking on this place. If we had to pass an ordinance or whatever, this is just a start now. Because I saw somebody finna get hurt. I'll get no problem. All this been going on for 15, 20 years when they made these rules. This town been here for about 30, 40 years. So now by not knowing about it, I'm asking, that's why I say, if you come by sometime and ask something, and but we can't solve everything for 2 hours. And I'm not gonna be here every day. Y'all not gonna take off work. Not gonna take off work to come down here every day to see what's going on. So it's a lot going on in the community, but I'm talking about this town hall right now. And that's why I addressed that, so we can understand that. And I guarantee you will know a lot more about it for a rule. Now, for all that paperwork they had way back, I wouldn't know where it is. But I do see signs out there showing that no drinking, this and that. And we're gonna pass something showing that no drinking when we get everything in order.
So, Ms. Bill,
Yeah.
I've seen the contract and I've seen like that being in it or whatever. What are you proposing in this ordinance to happen to the citizens, like if they are caught drinking? I understand.
Well,
that you
that's
mentioned
what we got, give
them.
the sheriff department, not the
And
sheriff,
to
we'll
do
give it
what?
the school there, chief there, and we're gonna make sure we go within the law on these things, cause this is real. Okay, and then we're gonna make sure that there's gonna be that job to help make all this stuff, and we all gonna put it in paper and writing. We're gonna more organized, like sure maybe riding down the road or something, don't have helmets or whatever they need it. And we're gonna make sure that, take paper, we gotta have this in writing, so they know when we arrest somebody, they won't come back and sue us. All this stuff gotta be not like in place. The chief would know about all of that.
And we're gonna get together and.
Well, that's just a start. Now, I'm just trying to address this, like, it can't happen overnight. Now, like I say, I'll let you know, cause like I said, I'm more busy than anybody. And I want y'all to be busy.
It's not overnight, the town been incorporated for I don't know how many years, so that's something that already is supposed to be in place. That's
Already in
supposed to
place, you
be-
said it.
That stuff supposed to be in the library, or in your office, in the clerk office, all this,
I put it your
all
way.
this stuff needs to be already done, and
Just
that's
tell
the
you the
purpose,
truth, I
that's the
know.
point of having a work session. So we can talk about the things that we need to be working on, instead of sitting up here talking about what I did when I was 12. And just basically-
Don't worry, I'm gonna call a meeting, and I don't want nobody to say I can't be on work. I'm gonna call that meeting and see how many can come. This is real important, that we gotta do this right away. Right away. And then now, we gotta straighten this town up a little bit. We can't stop all these things now, but the children on this campus, we're gonna stop that on this campus. Because it's about them, and nobody's child get hurt out here, or somebody get hurt, whatever. And, you get all the paperwork, we don't just think that we gonna put some in our pocket and not let people know. We're gonna let people know. There's gonna be paperwork going out, there's gonna be, when they come here, they already signed paper, but they took it and played with it. And, now, they got all these things, I mean, gambling is one thing, but now this town hall is not for all that. Not for that. I'm glad you spoke to me that. Glad of it. I need people to know. It's about the children, and we gotta help them. There's no question relates to that. And I know you're a little confused right now, but like I said, I hope that people understand that we don't want no drinking on this campus. Okay, now. Just got through with that. Now, safety comes first, and we're not being that project, being the project. We've been talking about that for about, I know for 8 years now, going on 8 years. Well, really, 8 years, because I was city councilman, for 4 years, we talked about speed bumps and the project, William Drive and Reed Drive. Then when I became mayor, I talked about it, and put it in writing. But now, I see people that pass down to my, just like jets. Now, somebody, little child get hurt on that thing, they're gonna get that good lawyer and say, okay, y'all supposed to have speed bumps out there. So we gotta think about that. Now, all this stuff I wanna pass, I asked it for it to be passed now on the next meeting. We got to put speed bumps out there. We have money. Everywhere in Montgomery, where it used to not be speed bumps, I see now speed bumps out there. We got to do that. That will slow them down. We got to be concerned now. I mean, I don't know what it is, but we got to be concerned about the citizens. They running up and down that Reed Drive just like I don't know where. I'd be down there looking and see what's going on. And we all need to come to me and say, hell, I saw it too. What can we do about that? So I want to ask the council members to please come to me sometime and see what you see and bring it to me. And then if I want to do something about it, I want you, in so many words, do something about it. Help me do something about it. But this is real now. Y'all see it if you're out there. I know I see it. And you're gonna get hurt, then now it's too late. No boy out there, and I think some of y'all was out there, I know you was out there, Mr. Gordon. When that little boy, a young man got hurt on that floor during the parade, it was something to see. I ain't heard no more about it, about his leg or whatever, but I looked at it. And he probably showing out on that motorcycle or whatever. So we gotta be concerned now. And I'm telling you, I do a lot. I do a whole lot, and I got off, like I said, I saw the little girl and the boy driving that thing. I got off there and I talked with them, and it was stopped. Now I don't know what the parents said to them, but so far, that was Saturday. I was over there doing some work over there where Boo plays at, and there's somebody riding a motorcycle with the four-wheeler.
They were riding the weekend.
I'm telling you now, they're doing it. They're doing it. When I see it, I see them doing it. They do it all the time, night and day.
When I was out there, what my yard is out there doing?
Yeah.
They come up and down that, in churchyard,
They
just
sure
flying,
do,
they
yeah.
go up to the trailer park, they'll stop on the speed bump, so they do it every weekend.
Well, I stopped them. I stopped them from that. And I can't get there. If y'all see it, stop them. You gotta, but don't say like, you know what I said, be careful when you approach somebody now. 'Cause I went to the parents, I talked with them, I went to the parents. And now they wouldn't ask them with
Some of
me,
the
they
parents
stopped.
are the problem, so,
Huh?
some of the parents are the problem, so I'm not even going to the parents, but some of them are the problem.
Everybody ain't cut out for that. Yeah, you're right, everybody not cut out for that. Going, trying to say you, so I went and stopped them. They told me go to whatever, but I mean, everybody's not the same. Okay, now, with that being a question related to, the speed bump, we're not passing that, I just want you to just know that, and go see for yourself, for the next meeting, just pull to the side and just see for your own self. Take a picture of it, so you can see what they're doing, and how they drive through there. And you wonder why that thing didn't flip over, somebody got hurt.
And I have a question, was it mentioned before about the speed bump?
I said it did more than
Several,
that.
but I think that it was also mentioned during the same time that I think we talked about with all those items. And I think they, when they did the, pavement in the front,
Mhm.
I thought that was a part of.
No, that wasn't part of that.
Okay.
They don't do that, there's gotta be another company coming.
No, I'm saying approval, I think when it was brought to the attention, that was one of the questions addressed, and I didn't know whether or not it was already
I was speaking, but they don't talk about it, they don't talk about it.
not
So,
approved.
But just get in your car, before, and then sightsee, that's why I put these 4 things, go around and see for your own, so don't wait till you come here and listen at me. Cause what I see, I can prove it, cause I see it on my own eyes. I don't have to wait until somebody have a bad accident, and here come a lot of people from every which way looking. See the leg broke off, all kind of that. Go there and see for yourself, then bring it to me and see what I want to do something about it. I take all of us. Don't think I'm running this by myself, I want you to do something. But, I don't want things to happen this time when it could be avoided. So think about that. And most times, it's gonna be just a vote on that, but you need to sightsee for yourself, so you know what you're voting for. Okay? The last one here, no one will pass out anything without the approval of the mayor of the town of Moses during or after meeting. Council members, clerk, citizen in the town, or anyone. So just be real careful about what you do. I mean, I hate to see anybody go to jail. I hate anybody, because we've got things that we put out there and sometimes it may not be the right thing. Somebody can take it somewhere and make some out of it. We can see now, we can learn from Fort Deposit. And this time, know better. And I hate to say this here, and it looks like we got a bad curse on us.
On you? Don't say that.
I mean, I hate to say that. Like we just get in more trouble than we ever. I mean, that's just everywhere now. But I'm talking about like here and when you don't see nobody but us going to jail or got some problem. I mean, I just tell it like it is, because like I said, I know what I do. I try to keep myself out of jail. You can be riding down the road all at once and somewhere certain people can drive through and just do what they want to do. And here I drive through just maybe doing 50 or 60 and get a ticket. So that showed me that I gotta be more careful in my speed and whatever. And that's you too. Because I go to the court in Havel and I don't see nothing but us in there. Nothing but us. If you go there and see these things, it'll help make you better. Just tell people, you know, what's going on. I can talk, because I see it for myself. None but us in that courtroom. Guy came by today, want to do community service. I ain't asking what did you do, because I see what they be doing anyway. And I said, yeah, I helped you. I do 45 hours. So it's real out here. And again, whoever wants this job, I want to be a mayor in the next 4 years. Start preparing yourself right now. Because it will be a 4-year coming up one day soon. So be ready for it. So my goal is to retire. Now, God may say, don't retire yet. Don't retire yet. Because this is, you can go broke in this place, so much can happen. But we'll be on TV every minute about if we don't just do what's right. And that's why God showed me how you got to get out here now. And I'm so happy we got police getting ready to start. And we're going to try to see how can we help with this community. Now, anything the council member would like to say?
Yeah, I have a concern. Going back when Ms. Scott came up, addressing what she said about her question having been answered. And I do understand, because you said you was gonna answer that in the next week following meeting. And also with Ms. Patterson's concerns about the road. That's one of my concerns as well. I feel that Cedar Street Road should be, you know, it don't have to be like a highway, and we could get some of the gray rocks and some of the little, but you know, the little sticky stuff go on top of it, because the dust, the dirt, it don't do no good to wash your car or nothing like that, because
You talking about y'all?
by the time you get back to the end, it's back just like it was.
Well, what road you talking about now?
Cedar Tree Road.
Cedar Tree, okay.
Yeah, and we don't just have to have a highway. I ride through the community, I see all the other roads are done. Cedar Tree Road, we're a part of the town too, so we want our road done as well, just like the rest of them.
Right.
And I just would like to know, will that, you know, be in one of our upcoming plans that we gonna be having, or?
We can always talk about something, but that road you talking about now.
I know, I
Should have been
understand it's a
fixed.
long
I put it
road.
away, it should have been fixed.
I understand it's a long road, and I understand it takes money for to get it done, but it also took money for to get the other roads done as well. And my other concern is, with the water system, that I'm gonna do some more research on it, but I'm not, you know, sure about it, but I just want to know about the $30 on the sewage fee that everybody in the community are being charged. From my understanding, I don't wanna just say, but I was told that when they came out to do it, that the sewages were already paid for. And why the citizens of the town have to, pay for the sewages when they're already paid? Was it a loan get taken out or something that they trying to pay back and the citizens are paying it back, or what is it?
I'm glad you brought that up, but I don't have anything to do with what's up. What you saying now, whatever day they have that meeting, make sure you go and, say this, what you just said, and give a good answer, cause you saying what you, if I could answer that, that'd be something good. If I was a part of it, I could answer that, but I don't know myself. So you gotta go to the meeting, that's why I put it on here, go to these meetings, not just there, go to Pioneer too.
So once they did the sewages before they came and put it down, they didn't contact the mayor, they didn't contact you to let you know that that's what they did do in your town down here, and so they didn't contact you?
I mean, I was a part of it, and we gave money up, and we talked about it, we talked about it, but I still didn't have anything to do with how they do what they do.
Okay.
I mean, it's all totally different, like we had that money for this road here, it came from the town, I had something to do with that. They didn't have anything to do with that. Now, they the one, that's why I put this on there, I put it the second time I put it on. Have anybody been to one of these meetings? Especially Pioneer, telephone company, water place, the fire department, have you been there?
Yeah.
Have you been down here?
No, I haven't been to the water department,
But I know you're part of the fire department, I'm talking about these places that where we may be able to say, hey, they may just listen at you, because you could be what God asked you to do. Sent you down there to help make a difference for the other people. And that's what you gotta do. Don't go in there acting a fool. So what you just said, that was real good.
Oh, I wasn't going there acting a fool.
I'm just trying to be ready.
Oh, my compulsion when I'm doing business and when I'm doing stuff like that.
Be ready,
It's a time to be serious and it's a time not to be serious.
No, you don't.
And I know when it's time to be serious.
But go down
So
there.
I'm just concerned about it, cause that's what money that come out my pocket. I never had to pay a water bill, $100 and some, $80, never like that. My water bill itself only be like $25. It was these fees that come in, the fees that they have on the surcharges, 3 other charges. And I have had a meeting with them, but I still wasn't answer about what is the 3 other charges that y'all charging $10 for to make that add up to 30. I still didn't get an answer when I did have a meeting with, the water people down there.
Okay, that's what you do. Go there and ask them, not just you, go ask them, and have some people go with you. One person want to represent somebody or whatever, not just the water, I'm talking about Pioneer, all of them.
I know, I'm
I
not
didn't
just
get
saying
paid like
that's
nobody.
the word,
I just want-
it's for
You'll be
Pioneer as
concerned.
well.
Now, we gotta do what's right here, ain't no doubt about it. I don't care what nobody said about me, we gotta do what's right here. I don't care what, we gotta spend the money the right way. We had $100,000-some, and it's on paper. I'll show you, it's on paper. And now we've got it down to less than $10,000, almost paid out. And all we do is get good names from the banks over there. When I said we, all of us, because all of y'all know what I'm talking about. You saw, you may not see, how money was spent back in the days. So if you come to the office sometime, you still have time now. I throw all this stuff out to you and let you see it. That's what I got now. Everything that since I've been here is somewhere in my office. But when they had it back in the days, I don't know where that paperwork at. I ain't gonna send me lying. Some of them took it with them. Or whatever it may be, but I'm just talking about for the 8 years, we're up to date, we got the money where we can spend it right. The little book right here is very special. All this stuff right here, the money, and we're not gonna mess it up. You're going to jail, you mess it up. Now, with that being the question, I think we have a good meeting, and, like I say, ask everybody, the council members, get involved. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay, nobody come out here claiming things, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And you don't have to do none of what you want to do. But you do have a big responsibility. I can't do it all by myself. And I'm willing to tell you that I'm wanting you to do something. If you see me doing something wrong, come and talk to me. I ain't no funny person. Cause it work now. You may come here and talk, but you wanna put gas in your car and ride up, but we can't buy no gas to ride around here and talk to people. But if you go to a workshop or something like that, and you need gas, or you're way out of town, you need a hotel fare, I'm willing to give you the money, the town hall. Cause that's how you would know and learn more. Now, I enjoyed, and I enjoyed, but like I said, we gotta put all this stuff, and what y'all said, it makes sense. Like, we already know the law. We're gonna make sure it be on paper. You know, we put posters out there, and, what they did 30, 40 years is still in the making, somewhere. They put that out there, they bought the signs to put out there. And again, I'm not picking at nobody, there's no drinking on this campus, or smoking dope, or having sex, and all this kind of mess. It is what it is. I see evidence, that's all I see. And I told guys, one time, I saw it out my own eyes. Don't do that here. It was nice, enough to say no. I'm not gonna do this no more. So we're all in this boat together. Like I said, go to the other town meeting, whether it's white or black, and just sit and see what's going on and learn. You'll learn something. There's a big difference now. Everybody running town a lot different. And, but what it is about us, we just hate each other so badly. I hate that. I just don't like that. Know we're doing good. Somebody probably take a nigga, lick and hit me in the face right now, and they could get by. But now, so much of all that, I'm just talking, and cause I see it out like day and night, that we gotta work together. Got to do that. Gotta work together. Okay, hold until we adjourn. Okay, anybody else? If not, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion that the meeting be adjourned.
Okay, it has been adjourned. Okay, now you wanna have something?